Saitech and welcome back to my channel Saitech. In today's I'll try to do the extreme AnTuTu benchmark comparison between all of these three smartphones right now. So which is the iQOO 7 device, Realme X7 Max smartphone and the Mi11X device. And the Mi11X and the iQOO 7 they both have the Snapdragon 870 chipset, but the Realme X7 Max has got the Dimensity 1200 chipset. So in this kind of extreme AnTuTu benchmark test, I'll try to use a 100% brightness with a 120Hz display refresh rate. And I'll be adding the AnTuTu benchmark application into the Game Turbo which is present in the Mi11X device, and Game Space in the Realme phone, and Ultra Game mode. So I did add all the AnTuTu benchmark application into the gaming enhancement features, because if you do the AnTuTu benchmark test in that way, you will be able to see actual performance of the processor. That is the reason why I decided to do that kind of testing. So first, let me try to open quickly the settings of all the smartphones to show you exactly what kind of refresh rate I'm trying to use right now in this type of testing. So you know exactly I'm trying to use a 120Hz refresh rate. Let me try to go back and try to select the refresh rate is here. Yes, 120Hz and 120Hz. As you can see, all the phones are running with the 120Hz. And next step is to increase the brightness, and all the phones are increased to the maximum brightness, and everything is set to the airplane mode. Let me try to change to airplane mode. All the phones, so no calls, nothing will get interrupted. So everything is set to the airplane mode right now. So right now, let me try to even clear all the background applications. So all the background applications are completely cleared. Let me try to go back and clear everything. As you can see, friends, all the background applications are also completely clear at this point. Let me try to disable the cables. So all the cables and everything is completely turned off, and all the phones are completely charged to 100% at this point. So everything is set to 100%. So now let me just try to start the AnTuTu benchmark test right now. As you can see, friends, right now the AnTuTu benchmark test is successfully running in all the phones, and I'm trying to use everything, all the game features. Meanwhile, you can check clearly what I'm trying to use. All the AnTuTu benchmark applications are successfully added into the game enhancement features. So let's test the temperatures one by one. So temperatures in the iQOO 7 right now is of 36 degrees. So in this way, we'll be able to get to know which phone has better performance and how much temperatures the phones can reach. So 36 and 37. And the Mi11X device is of 36.8, as you can see here, friends, clearly. And during this time of testing, my room temperature is also pretty normal. It's only 32 degrees right now, and I did not turn on no AC, no cooler during this time of testing. So every time I do this kind of test, I'll definitely make sure that no AC and no cooler will be on, because that should not impact the performance results and the temperature scores in this smartphone. So that is what my main point of doing this kind of video, friends. So let's see how much the temperatures can reach in each smartphone. That is a real interesting thing. So which phone can get really hot as well. So 38 degrees, and right now it's 38 degrees, 39 as well sometimes. Mi11X is 38.6 degrees. So in my experience, previously I did have the high temperatures in the iQOO 7 device and very medium kind of temperatures in the Mi11X device. So this Realme X7 Max is really new for me as well to test how much temperatures will increase. Maybe in next 2 to 3 days I'll be keep you posted how much temperature can actually increase in this Realme X7 Max smartphone. So meanwhile, what you need to do is that you just need to follow the playlist which I have created for each and every smartphone. So try to follow the playlist and try to check the videos every day. You can clearly get a clear idea which phone has what kind of performance. And just before this video, I did upload a video on the display comparison. So make sure to check the display comparison, so which will be really interesting thing to see. So right now the temperature is kind of 39.8 degrees in the iQOO 7 device. In this iQOO 7, 39.8. In the Realme X7 Max, it went up to 41 degrees. I think the Realme X7 Max is kind of dominating the iQOO 7 in terms of the temperature right now at this point. You can clearly see 41.6. Mi11X is really low, not much, 39.8. It's just now reached to 40 degrees. It's kind of picking up with the temperatures little by little, but high temperatures 41.8, 40.4. And a lot of users, they did ask me this kind of question regarding the Realme X7 Pro, whether it's heating or much or not. I think maybe. So the Realme X7 Max can get really high temperatures within short amount of time if you put a lot of pressure. So that is what I'm going to do in the next couple of days. Definitely, friends, you will see all the genuine and honest reviews which I'll be trying to do. I'm not partial to any smartphone as well, so you all know that. So make sure to stay tuned for my complete review on this Realme X7 Max. So just wait for the next couple of days, so no need to be in a hurry and later regretting a lot. So just wait for the couple of days for my complete review. So after getting close to 80% of the AnTuTu benchmark test results, so 43% in the IQ7 device, as you can clearly see, friends, and 44.4% in the Realme X7 Max. So 44.4, you can clearly see here. The temperature is 44.6, so which is really high on the Realme MI11X device. Let's check how much is the temperature. MI11X device 42.6, not much. As you can see, 42.6. As I said, the MI11X is really maintaining the temperatures close to 42 only. So whereas the real problem comes with the Realme X7 Max, why the temperatures are going above 44. As you can see, friends, 44 degrees. So this is the highest recorded temperature right now. And in the IQ7 device, 42.2, but not much high, as you can clearly see, friends. So finally, friends, the test has been successfully completed in all the smartphones, as you can clearly see. So let me need to slightly decrease the brightness, so now you'll be able to see the scores properly. With this kind of full brightness, you are unable to see the scores. Let me need to slightly decrease. So I did use the 100% brightness as well during this time of testing. And let me need to check the temperatures first, and the temperatures 42.2 degrees in the IQ7 device and 43.6 in the Realme X7 Max. 44. That's really huge, friends. Before I did think only the Monster can go that much high temperatures, which is the IQ7 device, but right now the Realme X7 Max is going really high temperatures, which is unexpected for me. I need to do in-depth testing on this particular Realme X7 Max. I'll keep an eye on that particular thing. I'll try to do the 3D bench if possible tomorrow. I'll try to come up with that. So MI11X is really good and sweet spot with the temperatures. It's not increasing much. Doesn't matter. As you can see, friends, temperatures are also not increasing. It's only 40 degrees. So after using for so much long time, I did understand a few things about the MI11X, that MI11X, the temperatures won't increase much. It will remain around 42 and 43, but performance may be compromised. That's the one thing which I understood. And in the IQ7 device, it won't compromise even with the performance. Even the temperatures are increasing, doesn't matter. The performance will be really good. You can see the live proof. You may think I'm saying so many times, but really, friends, really for the first time, I think after so many years of experience with the smartphone, I think I did not use before this much of powerful smartphone. So that is what I'm trying to say. I did put a lot of stress on this IQ7 before in so many testings, but still it was able to perform 7 lakhs. That's really good. I know the benchmarks is not completely everything, that is another thing, but just in case if you're a benchmark person, then right now the Realme X1 scored about 6,79,000, which is the second position right now which is available, and the third position is the MI11X device. But the positions is not matters, because we need to see the CPU and the GPU. The reason is because the MI11X, the storage is completely filled. That's not fair comparing the top score. So that is the reason I am trying to compare only the CPU and the GPU, friends, because I'm using MI11X for a very long time. I did store a lot of storage in this one. That is the reason you did see this kind of less score. So don't disappoint by looking at this kind of score. Try to see the CPU and the GPU scores. Then you will be really getting to know which phone has what kind of performance. So in the CPU, 1,90,000, 1,65,000, 1,89,000. As you can see, friends, clearly 1,89,000 is kind of similar in both phones. That's good thing you need to know. And next, the Realme X7 Max is very much lower than these both phones. And next is GPU. GPU 240, 246 and 236. So in the GPU, this Realme X7 Max is really the highlight point here. As you can see, friends, clearly 2,46,000. That's a really good score. Even it did beat my Monster, which is a IQ7 phone, as you can clearly see right now, which is really good, incredibly good. And in terms of the battery life, right now the IQ7 has got a 97% on the top, as you can see here, and the Realme X7 Max has got 96% on the top, and the MI11X has got 98%, as you can clearly see, friends. So these are the few advantages of the MI11X device. The battery and the temperatures will be really low. That's good. And the Realme X7 Max, I need to do a little bit more kind of testing in terms of using 3D benchmark test. In that 3D benchmark test, which will be running for 20 minutes, so we will be able to see which phone has how much potential in terms of the heating. I'll try to do that video tomorrow as soon as possible, because right now I did not expect from the Realme X7 Max. So make sure to stay tuned, friends. If you're planning to buy the X7 Max, not right now, just wait for a few days of my review. So thank you for watching this video, friends, and see you in the next video. Until then, stay tuned. If you have any other doubts, don't forget to comment below. So see you in the next video. Until then, bye.